guys, it's Alexandra. I'm the campus editor for the Chronicle, and I'm here with SGA President Kendall Klitzke for our bi-weekly updates. Hi, Kendall.
Hi.
So during your first meeting since our last update, Carrie Walters came to visit you guys. So do you want to fill us in a little bit about what she talked about?
Yeah, she is the special assistant to the provost for transfer initiatives, which is a new endeavor that the school is doing to improve our retention and the number of transfer students that we have coming in. And there are a couple of things that have gone on the past couple of years that has made it difficult for Columbia to do that. But now we have a specific initiative, transfer initiatives, that's working on better connecting Columbia with local community colleges, because that's where we pull a lot of our transfer students from, and also just making Columbia a much more transfer-friendly place. Looking at new online tools so students can see what credits will transfer directly. So some really, really great and interesting stuff that'll make it easier to transfer in and graduate from Columbia.
Yeah, definitely. And then I also heard that you guys are participating in Student Lobby Day.
Yeah.
So do you want to fill us in a little bit about what that is and what you guys will be doing there?
Yeah, it's the Federation of Illinois Colleges, essentially. It's the acronym is FICU, and they host a student lobby day where colleges are invited to go down to Springfield, and there's like a public school day and a private school day, and we're going to be at the private school day one. And you go and it's students acting as lobbyists, lobbying with state representatives for any legislation that affects college students. So like negotiations about like math grant and Pell Grant. And then we had the textbook affordability initiative, which we also might bring up. And so essentially we have examples of topics provided by FICU that can be lobbied for, and essentially we assemble a delegation. It's 6 senators and our advisor Aldo. We're going to be going down to Springfield on March 12th and 13th, and we're going to be lobbying for students. We're going to become experts on various topics, and yeah.
And then you guys also have a new Senate appointment, so congratulations about that. Do you want to fill everyone in on this new member that you guys have?
Yeah, we appointed a photography departmental senator. Her name is Shannon Bailey, and she transferred into Columbia, so she's an example of a transfer student. She is very active in her department, and she was also an orientation leader, so like I've worked with her this summer. And so that makes her like a really, really great resource to have on Senate, and to be the person that represents her academic department, because she not only is very, very knowledgeable about the photography department, but she's really, really knowledgeable at Columbia as a whole. So she's going to be a real asset to Senate, and we're very excited to have her.
Yeah,
so yeah,
definitely. And then during the last weekend of February, you guys had Senate training. So would you want to tell a little bit about what happened during that?
Yeah, we host a fall and a spring training for student government, and that's really like for senators to get trained on student government's processes, on our structure, where we fit into the grand scheme of things in the college, and sort of what SGA does. It's really sort of our big training day. We spend all day together, and we learn and talk about a lot of stuff. This training, something that we did a little differently, is we put a little bit more emphasis on our position in the college and understanding the layout of the administration. And so we had a really, really impressive flowchart provided by Aldo Guzman, who's our advisor, and so we learned a lot about who's in charge of what and who to contact for what, and essentially it was just done so Senate could be a better resource for students, because they know names and offices, and they understand the structure of the school much better, so they know who to go to for stuff. So yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time, Kendall.
Thank you.
And you guys can check back in 2 weeks for our bi-weekly update. I'm Alexandra Kukulka for the Chronicle.